Welcome to Power Hour, new class, new format. It's going to be EMOM, so every minute on the minute for this workout, which I will explain after our warm-up. With our warm-up, we're going to start with a squat and side reaches to mix it up a little bit. So we're going to squat down, and then we're going to take a big stretch to the side, squat down, and other side big stretch. Just alternating that nice big side reach. Take it nice and slow. Just kind of moving at your own pace. And with our squat, as usual, kind of taking your time to work into the depth of your squat to open up the hips, bring some warmth to the legs, all those good things. We'll spend about 10 more seconds here. Big stretches. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can finish it out. Relax. Next up, we have Frankenstein's. Beware of anyone or anything around you. They're going to kick the leg out and just kind of reach towards the toes, which legs can be bent like mine if you have a little bit tighter hamstrings. And try to get the leg a little bit straighter for even more of a stretch. It's a good dynamic stretch for the hamstrings, low back, and a little bit with the arms with that reach. Spend about 10 more seconds here. And last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead and take some arm swings going across the body this time. It's nice and big, and beware of your surroundings. So we're gonna loosen up those shoulders, loosen up the chest. The farther back you're able to go, the more of a stretch you'll get in the chest muscles. And about 10 more seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Moving to a hinging motion next. Feet are about hip width apart. We're just going to be hinging down, reaching towards the ground. Bring arms out to a T for a nice squeeze. Back down, and then stand up. Again, hinge forward, make a T, down, and stand. You can move at your own pace. It's really focusing on squeezing the glutes, and of course, squeezing those shoulder blades as we lift those arms to a T. Starting to activate all those postural muscles. You're always working hard whenever we're doing any strength training, just to keep good positioning and all that good stuff. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. Good. We'll finish up with some jumping jacks. So either toe taps to the side for lower impact, or you can go for the full jumping jack. Totally up to you. We have about 20 seconds here. Starting to bring some warmth to the body, increase that heart rate. Get ready to move. Got a little bit faster paced workout today. An EMOM style, which I'll explain in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can shake it out. All right, so with our EMOMs, we're gonna have 3 rounds. We're gonna alternate between even minutes, odd minutes with some different exercises, if that makes sense. So our first round with the even minutes, that's what we'll start with, from 0 to 1. We're going to do 10 thrusters, so we'll need weights for this one. Either 2 dumbbells, or you can also do this with 1 dumbbell, starting at either at the shoulders or the chest. We'll take a nice wide stance, and we're just gonna shoot that weight up overhead. It's getting a little bit faster pace. Going for 10 total. Once you complete your 10, we're gonna head down to the ground or to the mat, either on the knees or on the toes, going for 10 plank shoulder taps, trying to keep the hips nice and level. And then after that, once you finish your 10, we'll finish out the minute with bicep curls of your choice. You can do wide curls, you can do regular curls, or you can also do hammer curls, but just making sure we're curling, strengthen the biceps, and you can do this with 1 weight too, just limited to that regular curl in the center. So With our odd minutes, we have push jacks to start it off, which I'll recap this before we get here. Just need one weight, and we're going to be pressing it overhead for 10, either toe taps or a full push jack. And then after that, we'll head to the mat for bicycle crunches and making them a little bit quicker than normal, but still trying to extend that leg out. Rosie really likes that exercise. But the rest of our time with the second or the odd minutes, we're going to do some either leg curls or butt kickers, just a little bonus. And with our rest, once you finish all the exercises, you can also grab some water and just take a breath if you need it. So listen to your body. But again, with our first minute, we have 10 thrusters, 10 plank jack or plank taps, the shoulder, and then bicep curls. So we'll get ready for our 10 thrusters first, and you're moving at your own pace. I'll move at my own pace. In 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And really shooting those weights up, getting nice and low in that squat, keeping chest lifted tall. And count on your own. Go moving strong and quick. And reminder, next exercise is down on your mat for plank taps, 10 total, either on the knees or on the toes. Keeping hips down, core brace tight. And then once you complete those, we'll stand it up. Finish out the minute. We have 15 seconds with bicep curls. 10 seconds. Reminder, this next minute is starting with push jacks. You need either 1 or 2 weights in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, 10 push jacks. And either tapping or full jack. Once you finish your 10, we have bicycle crunches down on the mat and moving a little bit quicker than normal. Getting that full extension of the leg still. Some work. When you're done with bicycle crunches, you can make your way to standing for either leg curls or butt kickers. And moving nice and quick. 15 seconds left of this round. And we're back to our even minutes. So thrusters are first. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab your weights, thrusters. Got 10 of them once again. And shooting those weights straight up overhead or weight, whatever you're using. And power through. And a reminder, once you're done with thrusters, we're going to plank taps, either on the knees or on the toes. Once you finish your 10 total taps, make our way to standing. For the bicep curls of your choice, you go hammer, wide, regular, just a little extra, make the most of our time. Woo. 10 seconds, moving to our odd grouping. 10 push jacks are first. In 3, 2, 1, 10 push jacks. And once you finish your 10 push jacks, you're headed down to the mat. 10 bicycle crunches. Give that full twist across. And once you finish your 10, making your way to standing, we have either leg curls or butt kickers. Again, you can also grab water, just take a breather during this time too, whatever you need. About 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. We're back to our even grouping. 10 thrusters are first. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, thrusters. Get 10 of these guys. Really focusing on shooting those weights up. Breathing through. Awesome, Mark. We'll keep it up. We're done with your thrusters. Again, plank taps, kneeling or toes. 10 total. And with the rest of your time, bicep curls of your choice. Feel free to mix and match. Switch it up. Woo, 10 seconds. Going to our odd minutes, push jacks are first. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And push jacks. Really pressing that weight up strong. Once you complete your 10 push jacks, we're headed to the mat for 10 bicycle crunches. Which Rosie is helping with so nicely. Woo. Whenever you're done with your bicycle crunches, butt kickers or leg curls for the rest of the time. Again, option to grab some water. We are over halfway through this first round. 10 more seconds. We're back to even grouping, 10 thrusters. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. We're hanging tough here. Keep pressing those weights up quick and strong. Just shooting them up as we stand. And whenever you're done with your 10, plank taps, kneeling or toes or mix and match. Keeping hips nice and stable. Woo. We'll make our way to standing for bicep curls. The rest of the time we've got left. You can always option to grab some water, catch your breath. 10 seconds. I don't know about you, but I am sweating. We move back to push jacks in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Either toe tap over the full. Whenever you finish your 10, bicycle crunches are next. And 10 of these. All right, get that full extension back flat on the mat. And whenever you're done with those, make our way to standing for either leg curls or butt kickers. Hanging tough here. We have one round through with each of these left. About 10 seconds, we'll go through our last time with our even grouping, starting with 10 thrusters in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last 10 of these guys. We'll make them count, finishing strong through the end. And shooting those weights up, little umph. And whenever you're done with your 10, we have plank taps down on the mat, knees or toes. Final 10 of these. Keeping hips stable, core brace tight. Good, and you'll make your way to standing when you're done with those. Final round of bicep curls with whatever time you got left. Woo, breathe. Next up, last odd grouping, 10 push jacks, beginning in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push jacks, pressing strong overhead. Nice and quick either way. When you're done, making your way to the mat for bicycle crunches, and 10 of these guys. If you want to slow this last round down, you can. Just really focusing on extending that leg out. Good. When you're done with those, and make your way to standing. Finishing out our time with butt kickers, leg curls. We have a nice break after this. Woo! 10 more seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Awesome work. I don't know if you can see, I am like sweating. That's the end of round 1. Starting to get my little hair floofs. We have a minute break here just to catch your breath a little bit. Feel free to towel off, grab some water. If you can, just try to keep moving. Maybe just doing a nice side step. You can also stretch it out if you need to. Go through any of those warm-up exercises again if you'd like. Woo. All right, I'll start talking through our second round. So same pattern now that we know the drill. Our exercises for our even minutes, so 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, whatever I just said. We're gonna go for some row alternators. So with either 1 or 2 dumbbells, we're going to be hinged forward, and glutes are squeezed, core is braced tight, shoulders are back, and we are rowing towards one side and the other side, just alternating. Move a little bit quicker, but really focusing on squeezing the shoulder blade that's on that side and getting those weights all the way down to reset in between. So that's our row alternator, 10 total. And then we have lunge pulses. We're doing 10 per side. So we'll just take a step back and then pulse for 10 counts. When you're done, step up, switch legs, get another 10. And then with the rest of our time, we're either going for a high knee march, driving the knees up, or you can go for high knee jog or mix and match. Our odd minutes, we have squat jacks, 10 of them. So option 1, low impact, we are squatting down and then extending a foot out, alternating sides, again, getting those arms involved. Option 2, we are squatting down, jumping out, landing in that squat. So just adding a squat to our jumping jacks. After that, we'll head down to the mat for toe touchers. So you can use a weight with this one if you'd like, a little extra challenge. Legs are up in the air, you're reaching up towards the toes, trying to get shoulder blades off the mat. So 10 of those. And then with the rest of our time with that odd round, we're gonna do some triceps kickback. So you can grab your weights and just extending the arms back, staying in that hinge position. If you only have one weight, you can go for overhead tricep extension instead. So depends on what you're working with. But got a little extra break there. With all that said, we're gonna start off again with our row alternators, 10 of these, and then 10 lunge pulse. We'll get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Get 10 of these guys, again, full extension of the arms in between. Squeezing that shoulder blade tight. Moving to our lunge pulse right away, nice and low. Knee should be above the ankle. Chest lifted tall. Good, whenever you're done, we'll switch. And this is your count of 10. As long as we get 10 pulses, you can go slow, you can go quick. And whenever you're done, we'll finish out with tiny march or run. Really driving the knees either way and pumping the arms. Get the full body involved. You have 10 seconds. We're starting with squat jacks for our odd round. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squat jack. Again, option 1, squat and tap. Option 2, full squat jack. 10 total. After that, we'll head to the mat. Toe touchers, option of a weight. 10 total. Getting the shoulder blades off the mat. Good, when you're done, make your way to standing. Either triceps, kickbacks, or overhead extension if you have one weight. We're not here too long. We have 10 more seconds. We're back to our even round with row alternators. 10 total, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 10 of these guys. Really squeezing that shoulder blade tight. Whatever side you're rowing to. Good, and then back, right back to our lunge pulse, 10 per leg. Knee above the ankle. Right down, switch sides. You're breathing through. Whew. And with the rest of the time, marching it out. Option of the high knee run, option to grab water. We're gonna just take a breather. Getting ready for odd round, starting with squat jacks. Whew. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, squat jack. 10 total. Nice and quick wherever you're at. And after that, we are headed to the ground for toe touchers. Option to use a weight. Getting those shoulder blades off the mat. Woo. Awesome work. Whenever you're done with that, triceps kickbacks or overhead extension, depending on if you have 1 or 2 weights. Giving those triceps a little love here. And only 10 seconds left. Back to our even round. Row alternators are first. We have 10 total, beginning in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. A nice strong row to either side, just shifting it over. And right into lunge pulses. Option of weights or no weights. 10 tiny pulses. Whenever you're done, switch sides. Just try to count at the same tempo. Trust your judgment. Now with whatever time you have left, we are marching it out, or high knee run, where you can mix and match. Really driving those knees either way. Whew. We're sweating it, loving it. 10 seconds. Squat jacks are coming up next, 10 total. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Either tapping the toe or a full squat jack. Woo. Whenever you're done with those, toe touchers, got 10 of these guys, weighted or unweighted. Shoulders up. Woo. Whenever you're done with that, Making our way to standing for triceps with the rest of our time. Always an option to rest here too. Grab water if you need. We are over halfway through. Loving every minute. 10 more seconds here and we're back to even with our row alternators. In 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And pulling up strong, just alternating sides. Really squeeze that shoulder blade tight. And after your 10 alternators, right into our 10 lunge pulses. Pick your pace. Whenever you're done, step up, switch. Same thing, try to stick with that same tempo. And then of course we have our march or run, driving those knees, swinging those arms, really exaggerating it. Might feel silly, but it's all good. 10 seconds, we're back to our odd with our 10 squat jacks to start. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Working hard, staying at it. Low in that squat if we can. Whew. Down to the mat for 10 toe touchers. Loving the burn. Rosie loves the core work. Woo. When you're done with your 10 toe touchers, make your way to standing. We have kickbacks the rest of the time or overhead extension. The kickbacks, making sure core is squeezed, glutes are squeezed, support the body. Last round through, row alternators, 10 total in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And making them count last time here. Then when you're done with your 10, final time with our lunge pulse. Nice and low. Woo. Switching sides. Sticking, again, same tempo if you can. And with the rest of our time, high knee march, high knee run, or feel free to grab water, take a breath. Whew. All right, we have our odd minutes coming up. Last time through, 10 seconds here. And first up, 10 squat jacks. In 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Last time, make it count. And fighting through, we could do this. Whenever you're done with your 10 toe touchers, and really focusing on getting the shoulder blades up off the mat. Then we're done with your 10, roll it up, stand it up, triceps to finish it out. Either kickbacks or overhead extension. You know, with the kickback, keeping that back nice and flat. Squeezing the shoulder blades tight. Final 10 seconds, home stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Go ahead and set the weights down. It's getting progressively sweatier, getting that crazy hair going. It's all signs of victory. Doing great. We do have one round left, but for now we have a nice break here. You can grab some water, towel off, stretch it out. The legs a little kick, arms a little shake. Dog a little pet. All right, I'll start talking through our final round since we have some time. So for our even minutes, we're gonna start off in 1 or 2 dumbbells. With 2 dumbbells, we're gonna be up at the shoulders. We're holding a squat and just hinging side to side for a little oblique crunch. So you should feel it right here. Those are your obliques. If you have one weight, we'll just hold it in the center and try to keep elbows wide. And just hinging down towards the knee, back up. So that is exercise 1, 10 total, not 10 per side. Then after that, we have either single leg deadlifts or regular deadlifts. So regular deadlifts, weights start at the hip, feet are about hip width apart. We're just hinging down to about the knees, back is flat as you can see, and we're pulling up through the heels, squeezing glutes. So this is Romanian deadlift option 1 or option 2. You can go for single leg deadlifts, either alternating, or you can do 5 one leg, then 5 the other. That is a good balance challenge. So those are our even minutes. For the remainder of the time, we're gonna head down to the mat and go for some super pulls. Feet can stay on the ground or they can hover, but we are squeezing, lifting as we pull down, so work in the back. And from there, we're gonna stay on the ground for push up and row for our odd minutes. So either on the knees or toes, we'll do 1 push up, 1 row, 1 push up, 1 row, 10 total. So you get 10 rows, 5 per side. And then we have weight hold and either single leg lift, which is dropping 1 leg down at a time, pulling up to the center, or you can go for at the same time, as long as the back stays nice and flat. So those are all the exercises. I will remind you as we go along, but to start, we have that sumo squat and oblique crunch, followed up by our Romanian deadlift, or the single leg version, which is a little more challenging with the balance. So we'll get ready here. You can grab your weight or weights in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So just holding low and hinging towards the side. Using those obliques to lift yourself up. Feeling those legs warming up. Good. All right, after that, we have our deadlifts or single leg, 10 total, whatever you choose. You can mix and match. And squeezing the glutes, using those hamstrings. And whenever you're done, we're headed down to the mat for super pull, remainder of the time. Keeping your weights close by. You have about 10 seconds here. Getting ready for push up and row. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Push up and row. So again, 1 push up, 1 row. If you have 1 weight, just switch sides as you go. Keeping the core brace nice and tight. Getting as low as comfortable with that push up. All right, and we're flipping over. Weight hold and either single leg or double leg lifts. Really focusing using the core to pull that leg up, keeping the back nice and flat. Whenever you're done, we'll make our way to standing. And that round runs a little long, so we'll just go ahead and get ready for our even minutes. We are back to our sumo hold and oblique crunches in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. It's gonna be a little break there. bonus. Ten of these total. Using those obliques to lift yourself up. Don't have to go too far down. Whenever you're done, we're heading down to, or single leg, or Romanian deadlift, excuse me. And hinge. Squeeze the glutes to lift yourself up. Option of that single leg. Your balance is cooperating with you today. All right, remainder of the time, we have super pull, head down to the mat. In about 10 seconds. And first up, odd round, push up and row. We'll start to grab our dumbbells in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1 push up, 1 row, 10 total. Getting as low as comfortable with that push up, rowing strong as we press ourselves away. Go fighting through this. This is a tough one. Woo. All right, whenever you're done, flipping over, single leg or double leg lifts. Keeping that back flat, weights are just held straight out from the chest. Always remembering to breathe through. All right, whenever you're done, we'll roll our way up. And we'll give us just a little breather here. All right, we're gonna go through 2 more times with each of these, just to try to stick to time as best as possible. Always going over, but anyways, you can pick up your weights. Get ready for our sumo squat hold, oblique crunch in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And just hinging down just a little bit as far as comfortable, and using those obliques to lift ourselves up. Nice and low in those legs, loving the burn. Good, whenever you're done with your 10. Romanian deadlifts are next. Option of single leg, 10 total. Squeezing the glutes to lift ourselves up. As low as comfortable. Good work. With the rest of your time, we'll head to the mat. Super pulls. Just a couple here, again, lifting and pulling down at the same time. About 10 seconds. We'll start to get ready for push up and row in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And 10 push up and row. Getting as low as comfortable with your push up, either on knees or on toes. Staying strong here. We can do this. Woo. Whenever you're done, we'll flip on over. 10 single leg or 10 leg lifts with weights held out straight from the chest, keeping that back nice and flat. Of course, breathing through. Good, whenever you're done, we'll just slowly make our way up. We'll give us a little time here. So this will be our very final round through, wrapping things up nicely with our even round first, Again, that's our sumo and oblique crunches. We'll get ready here in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And last time with this exercise. This last one was a tough round. I'll finish out strong here. A little bit lower in the legs if we can. Good. From here, we'll go to our Romanian deadlifts, option of regular or single leg. Focusing on pulling up through the heels, squeezing the glutes. Nice flat back. Good. Remainder of time. Keep those weights close. We have super pull on the mat. Ten seconds. All right, we'll start to grab our weights. Final time with our odd exercises. We'll begin our push-up row in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 10 total, 10 final. We're pushing ourselves all the way through the end, fighting through. Here we go, dig deep. Woo. And whenever you're done with your 10 push-up in row, flipping onto our back. Last exercise of the day, leg lifts or single leg lifts. That nice weight hold straight off from the chest. Home stretch. Whenever you're done with your 10, keep pushing through. If you can set your weights aside and just kind of sit, use the chest, breathe. Woo. Maybe take some rock side to side. Maybe draw some circles with the knees. Just breathe nice and easy. Good. All right, from here, we'll grab right behind the knees. Use some momentum for some roll-ups, as many or as few as you'd like. Eventually make your way to a butterfly stretch in the center, pressing down lightly on knees with elbows. And deep breaths, let it out. Did an awesome job today. That was a very tough workout, as promised, fast pace. Moving pretty much the whole time there. I know I'm sweating. Hopefully you are too. Rosie did a good job as well. All right, we'll slowly make our way to standing. And we'll go to a quad stretch. So feel free to hang on to something for balance. You're gonna bring the left foot up gently. You have a little pull to feel that nice stretch in the front of your leg. And we'll give the right arm a reach overhead if you're not hanging on to something, of course. And option 2, we can hinge forward really gently, get a little more stretch in that hip flexor. All right, we'll slowly release the left leg, give it a good shake, and we'll switch sides. Again, feel free to hang on to something for balance if you need. Gently bring that right foot up, gentle pull, nice stretch in the quads. And if you'd like, you can reach that left arm overhead. Either just hold here, or you can hinge forward, a little more stretch in the hip flexor. All right, we'll slowly release, give the right foot a good shake. We'll take a nice wide stance. Bring the arms overhead, big inhale. And as we exhale, we'll just press them over to the side. Hold here for 2 deep breath cycles. Really exaggerate that breath. Draw it out. Good. Whenever you're done, we'll bring arms to the center, taking a baby back bend. So just cactusing the arms, kind of pressing the hips forward. Good. Then we'll inhale to reach overhead. And exhale as we bring those arms over to the other side for big stretch. 2 deep breath cycles. All right, whenever you're done with those 2, you can bring arms back overhead. Give yourself a nice pat on the back for a job well done. And you can give the arms a little shake. But thanks so much for joining me for Power Hour, just testing out a new class format here. So if you like it, definitely let me know. We can try to get it back into rotation, or into the rotation, I should say. But anywho, thanks for joining me and Rosie, of course, for our workout. And hopefully you have this crazy sweaty hair like I do.